Guess I always lead with the black. Like,
I can see that. I can see that a lot. Hell, most people would say I'd lead with the Black Knight.
yeah, just ask the North.
I would, but somehow I can't get a hold of his hospital room.
I guess he doesn't have a leg to stand on.
Well, I did warn, would he even walk away from it? But that really does, you know, in my opinion of opinions, someone like him, he'll learn.
They all will.
Of course they all will, one way or the other. They'll all fucking learn. I'm gonna have people knock him off the cliff. And then I'll be the jagged rocks below. Because in this business, one thing that people will realize about me is that it is a cutthroat business. And well, with people seeing how, well, it went with you and North, now people will probably believe me. I will cut a throat. If I have to. Unless that never happens. I really don't want that to ever happen. But I'll do it. Traders. We have a trader in BACW. Actually, it's so big, it's actually encompasses the GWC. This trader.
Ain't that a shame?
And do you know what happens to traders?
They get executed.
That's exactly what happens. See, my grandparents, they thought the same thing. And death only comes to a trader. And the only trader that I know of, and the only trader that I see constantly, day in, day out, is the Golden Boy. Now, people at home, they're going to say differently. They'll go, God, they're so ass hurt about him. I mean, you would think people who go to YouTube and watch BACW and GWC stuff is because they don't want to see the same shit that is tuned in every week that some billion-dollar fucking company is going to fuck up in the long run.
Poor unfortunate souls.
It's sad, but true.
Oh, and they say Disney ain't evil.
Well, they hate Jews. So, they are.
Exactly.
You'll see no yarmulke in a Disney film. No dreidel.
I made you out of clay. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Dreidel. Go
so
away.
Many plans. But I've set up some stuff for Team Takeover. I'm sorry, I meant Genesis.
Yeah, call them what they want. They're all
They're
marked
all
men.
chumps. They're all chumps to me.
That too.
You know what they are to me? To me, they're thieves. Now, most people would say, how are they thieves? Well, these no-talent hacks walk into our channel and take our views.
Ouch.
Shit that we work our ass off for day in, day out. And they come in thinking they can snatch it. Taking over. Well, I've already warned them once. You cannot take over if you don't have the belt.
Correct.
And they have not beat Yehi yet. And I told them why they couldn't, because they don't have me.
Should have listened.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to BACW for some more action here in another GWC ranking rotational. Ladies and gentlemen, coming out now, making his debut here on BACW, getting drafted just recently this year, the past month. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the blind wrestler. He is Kenshé! Kenshé. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this man is blind. Kenshé is a competitor who is blind, and I myself am wondering how he made it through the preliminaries during the draft tournament, where we had several competitors made it, including the one you saw a few weeks ago, that being Aja Pereira. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenshé finding his way to the ring. Kenshé about to meet his opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2000. And ladies and gentlemen, trying to measure, before we get started, look at this, he's measuring the distance. Man, impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, coming out now, the 2014 draft pick for the GWC and BACW. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him as Adrian Armour. Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Armour. Coming out now to take on Kenshé. Adrian Armour. Adrian Armour. You know this guy. Exploding. The youth and the strength inside the cross. Are you ready? Are you ready? Look at this guy. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in the Georgia Wrestling Circuit here at the top, here in the Masters of the Georgia Wrestling Circuit, that being BACW. Ladies and gentlemen, it's action time. Thank goodness Kenshé squaring up. I hope he's ready. My goodness, he doesn't. This is the first time I've ever seen a blind wrestler in the ring. Kenshé, he cannot see, but I guess he uses all his other senses to be able to figure out how to counter and how to move in that ring. We saw him measuring the distance between the ropes earlier, and now, and oh my goodness, this may be a problem though, having cyclocross on the outside to throw off his sense of sound. Then again, who knows? He may be playing possum too. I have no idea. I have never seen this before. And Adrian Armour coming behind. Adrian Armour saying he's figured this out as he quietly makes his way to the other side here. They're throwing him off. Look at this. And into a side headlock. Adrian Armour manages to get the side headlock locked in on Kenshé.
That wasn't that hard. Wasn't that hard? He's like Neo from the Matrix.
Look at this right here. Adrian Armour. Look at this. Kenshé, beautiful. Getting back in control of the wrist. This beautiful exit. And Adrian Armour finding out that Kenshé can wrestle. And he's going to find out that.
I don't know how he learned these. Go for it, he's going to be able to find it.
Trying to figure this out. Look at this Kenshé. Calling for a test of strength here. Assuring him, yes, let's do this.
I drink like 120 grams of protein a day. That's not enough. That's all of it. No.
Adrian Armour claiming that this won't be fair in terms of strength. Protein shakes and all. Yes, this kid is built. I'll give him that. Oh my, did you see that? Wow, beautifully executed by Kenshé. Kenshé! Oh my goodness! Kenshé, 1, 2, no, Adrian Armour! Oh my goodness, look at this, Kenshé! Kensé's in control, look at this, this is awesome! Ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen anything like this before. And this may, look at this, taking it back into a hammerlock, and Adrian Armour has control. The blind wrestler, Kenshé. My goodness, hailing from, look at beautiful wrestling, the beauty of his wrestling, my goodness. Man, he's so graceful in there. I'm just so impressed to be blind, to be able to do this. He must have trained for years to be able to do this. Hailing from the Himalayas as we have it on paper, he must have trained very hard in the high elevation. And high elevation has a great effect on your training regimen in terms of breathing, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to see something very interesting here. Adrian Armour perhaps learning not to underestimate his opponent, but continuing to use the sound exercise to try to throw off Kenshé's sense. And look at this, coming to a side headlock. Adrian Armour holding on and trying to take the advantage. Look at this, Kenshé quickly braces and prepares to get loose here. My goodness, Kenshé. Like this. Oh! goodness, roundhouse, back kick. Going for this right here. Low roundhouse. Oh, beautiful splash by Kenshé. Kenshé, 1, 2. Oh, Adrian Armour gets the shoulder up. Kenshé on top of him. You're following great action here in the GWC here on BACW. It's good action. And you're watching for the first time ever on internet broadcasting, you're watching a blind wrestler in the ring doing a hell of a job of keeping control on a seasoned trainee and a #1 draft pick for this year in BACW. Look at this right here. Adrian Armour. Oh my goodness! Look at that height! The elevation! This right gets a cover 1, 2. No. Adrian Armour gets the shoulder up. Kenshé doing a great job here. Adrian Armour just perplexed. He's just bewildered as to how Kenshé is able to keep up with him. I myself am a little bit vexed as to how he's doing this.
You ready? You ready?
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, you see right there, are you ready? Because here we go. Adrian Armour about to go to work. Suplex right there by Adrian Armour. Adrian Armour going for the cover 1. No. Gets out of it. It's right here, ladies and gentlemen. Adrian Armour getting on Kenshé, the blind wrestler from the Himalayas. Palm strikes to the midsection. Hard palm strikes.
4 is next.
What was his max? That maxed him out. That chopped the chest right there, Adrian Armour. Kenshé gonna have to regroup here. I'm sure he. Oh, and he too much sound. Oh my goodness! Did you hear that one? That had to dislocate the jaw slightly. Here we go. Oh my. Kenshé taking some damage now. The blind wrestler. He may be woozy and blind at the same time. Heck, that may have knocked out his sense of hearing. Oh, Kenshé. Going to cover Adrian Armour 1. Oh my. Look at this. The rally. Kenshé. Oh, this is great action. Here in the GWC. Wow. Look at this right here. Adrian Armour. Cut the punch line. Oh my God! Was that even legal? 1, 2, 2.9! 2.9! Kenshé! Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Kenshé, look at that hold. Kenshé! How impressive is that? The blind wrestler!
He's not one wrestler, then lots of us here.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. If you've never seen that movie Blind Fury, my goodness, now's the time. And if you never watched the Mr. Magoo cartoon, now's the time. Oh my goodness. Look at this right here. Kenshé. Oh no, Adrian Armour. Adrian Armour needed that. Oh, drives him down. Adrian Armour going for the cover here. Look at this. 1, 2, no. Kenshé hanging in there, showing some heart. My goodness. Man, this guy missed his calling during the 80s, man. Goodness. If it were me, I'd manage him through a kumite. Adrian Armour still doesn't understand how this is happening, and neither do I. This man must have trained very hard to get to this level and be able to compete on BACW, the #1 broadcast on YouTube when it comes to wrestling. Oh my goodness, look at catches, oh my goodness, counter! Enziguri there. This right here. Oh man. My goodness. Kenshé trying to rally, trying to get it. He can hear that. I'm sure he can hear that. And that's giving him the spirit to continue. He's got the spirit to continue. Oh, hard. Kenshé! He knows where he is, look at this. He knows where he is. Beautiful. Kenshé going high. He knows, he hears it. Beautiful, beautiful. Missile drop kick. Missile drop kick from the top rope. Kenshé going for it. Look at this. Oh no, Adrian Armour. Adrian Armour. Oh my goodness. Adrian Armour flies to the gardens. Oh my God, Kenshé hangs on. Wow. This is amazing! This is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Once again, we want to remind you that you're watching VACW.
Yes! It's over. Hey, you think you're a great shot? You can't be blind and win? Something. That's way too much sympathy. That's way too much.
You can eat it too.
Yeah! Boxing again!
Oh my God!
Tony Stark!
Oh my God, Tony Stark! Oh my God! Ladies and gentlemen! Oh man! Oh my goodness! Oh no! Oh my! And ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Armour, block with a foot. Look at that back elbow to the head. Kenshé over the cover. 2. Oh, Adrian Armour's still alive in this thing. Oh my goodness, Adrian Armour. Oh God! Ladies and gentlemen, this was amazing. And, oh, oh, Dragon Slayer. He's got the Dragon Slayer. He's the Dragon Sleeper! Dragon Sleeper! Dragon Sleeper! Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Armour's in the Dragon Sleeper. And I read on paper that this is Kenshé's finisher. Oh my goodness. Adrian Armour's not finished yet. Look at this. Adrian Armour coming over, trying to get out of that Dragon Sleeper. Oh, powers him off the power of Adrian Armour. Oh my God! Good night, Irene. Oh my goodness. What a match. Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing display by the man known as the blind wrestler Kenshé, hailing from the Himalayas. He showed us something today. Cartwheels off the ring, beautiful. Amazing display this week. Ladies and gentlemen, let's sit right here. Adrian Armour.
All day, every day. You think Sunday? No, that's a day 2. Tuesday? No, that's a day 2. Every single day. Every day. Watch it. You win.
I have no problems taking out who I need to, and Ryan North was the very first one. I tell people the truth. I don't get involved. It wasn't between me and him. If it was between me and him, he wouldn't be breathing.
I was generous, that's all. That's all, I was generous. I could have beat him to a bloody pulp, but I decided to let
Apparently
him.
everyone else thinks you did too. For every comment that happens and every comment that happens, we get more and more fans.
I told him, I'm not to be played with. I'm not some guy who is just gonna let insults slide. You want to make parodies, you want to make fun of what I do, you pay in blood.
You would have thought Mr. North would have learned from Moonstar.
Exactly.
Long, long time ago. You would have thought he would have learned by some math moron thinking he could come at me when he's never met me. And now this wily Canadian thought he's not going to do a Shogi Karai promo. He's not going to actually explain anything. He's not going to do something so simple that I asked him to do, because it wasn't like Willie B, and it's not like anyone else in the future. He had the most easiest. Easiest of easy. And because you don't do the easiest of easy, we break you. We'll figure out a way to break you. We'll figure out a way to end you, to crush you emotionally if we can't really do it physically. And the more they keep talking and they keep running their fucking mouth and they think for one moment that they're gonna win, that's DPW. That's every federation in this fucking state. They're wrong. They're going to be wrong. And I will be the one to stand over their damn dead bodies. Middle Georgia Backyard Wrestling that's just popped up. I know some of them boys for real. And if I have to call them in, I will.
The cavalry.
My dreadnoughts, as I like to call them.
There's no need for that. You have the sharpest blade.
Well, when then all the cards get laid upon the table, they'll realize real fucking quick just how many blades I have. And I'll sit on a real sword throne.